What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, think about subscribing if you want to follow along with the different upgrades and mods and things we do to the trucks and vehicles. And we do other stuff on this channel too, travel videos and stuff like that. So if you're interested, think about subscribing if you want to. But let's take a look at what we've got today. So I've had this truck for a while now, and I've never been real thrilled about the chrome badges that's on the front and the back of it. And so we've got some eBay special badges that we're going to replace it with. Let's turn around and show you some more stuff. So here's the 2017 Ram Sport Edition, and when it first came from the factory, we had the chrome wheels on it, chrome step bars and everything. But of course, with the tinted windows, now the SRT replica wheels, I did a video on that if you're interested in those as well. Of course, everything's pretty dirty. I'm fixing to clean it up. But we started turning everything just red and black. Took those chrome step bars off, put the black wheels and tires, of course tinted windows. But now, about the only chrome that's left on the vehicle are these badges on the front and the back. So we found a set on eBay that's pretty nice. Of course, I took all the chrome lettering off the side, made it real clean and slick. And so we've got our new badges we found on eBay, and we're going to get those put on. They look real nice. I'll show you on my son's truck. We did those yesterday, but the back one's pretty simple. It's got two little pieces on there that it lines up with, and it's just you take the old one off and you stick the new one on. The front one's a little bit more in depth. Let me get this off and show you without scratching up the hood. There we go. So on the back of it, you've got these little clips that clip in to the back side of the grill. So it's not real easy, and I don't know if there's a way. I don't want to scratch anything up on the front trying to wedge something behind it. So what we did was we popped the grill off and cut just 4 bolts, popped it off, and then you're able to get to the back side of this and pop it off. So that's what we're going to do now. Get this off and replace it, and I'll show you how that works, and we'll be right back. Okay, so there's the radiator shroud cover removed. It's just a couple of push pins that pop in. I went ahead and took it off because this one actually was missing. It wasn't even on there. I never took it off before, so I guess they didn't put it in from the factory, or either it fell out somewhere. So that's it. So now we've got to take these 4 10mm bolts off of the front, and then I'll show you the pop clips on the bottom of this grill insert, and then this whole thing should come off. And there we go, it's out. So you've got the 4 bolts along the top. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got these little clip points, little pop clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's what these pop into. My son's truck's in the garage, so I'm out here in the yard. 2, and then there's the bolt areas. And there's these little tabs on the bottom that slide in underneath on the grill, right in here. And the whole thing just pops out. So it's out. Now you can see what I was talking about. Here's the emblem on the back side and where these clips pop in. So it's got these little clips on these 4 sides that you have to push out from behind, and then the emblem pops out. So we'll take care of that right now and pop those out. So here it is with the emblem removed from the grill. There's the stock one. Same setup. You've got your 4 tabs that click in. Little piece of tape on the back. So we're going to clean this tape residue off, clean up the whole spot and everything, and then snap the new one in. Alright, everything's nice and clean on this thing now. We've got all the residue from the old tape off. I use these little alcohol prep pads to clean everything real good. Honestly, if we look at the new piece here, it's just such a small piece of tape. These clips that are on here are really what holds it in. This little alignment tab broke off, unfortunately, but honestly, you don't need it. I mean, the clips are what's going to really hold it on. There's 4 of those. Everything's good. And then this little piece of tape, again, because of this circle that's here, it doesn't really have a lot of area to really adhere to. It's just this little piece on the top and then a little piece on the bottom. So the tape's probably not going to do a lot. These clips are really what's going to hold it on. So we're good to go now. Everything's real clean. I took this opportunity to clean the edges real good because it's hard once this thing is in there to really kind of clean those edges. So it's all nice and ready to go. So I'm going to take the tape off, snap it in, see what we got. All right, popped in super easy, no problems there. Looks much better. I think it's going to look great on the truck. Now about the last piece that we need to deal with chrome are these Grille inserts. And I didn't mind them to start with. I thought they looked pretty good. But now, with everything going red and black and all the chrome being removed, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this. I've seen some RT Grille inserts that are kind of like this well, these aren't honeycomb, but it's like a honeycomb insert with the RT badge. I don't care about the RT badge, but I do like the Black Grille honeycomb insert. If you guys happen to have any links or comments or thoughts on what I could replace this with, you know, be sure to drop them down below and I'll check it out, because I'd like to try to ultimately remove this too. And that's easy. Once you've got it off, there's just a few screws on the back side that you pop these off with and some tabs and stuff, and so this whole thing will just snap right out. But I've got to figure out what I can replace them with, and so far I haven't really found a whole lot. But anyway, let's get the Grille back on the truck, see what it looks like, and then we'll tackle the tailgate. And there you go. There's the front Grille back on. Looks pretty good. Definitely have to get rid of the chrome inserts and figure out what I'm going to do there. You just pop the 4 screws back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure the little, well, you're not going to be able to see it now, but those alignment tabs are in on the bottom. There's some grooves that they have to go in down there, so just make sure they go in, and then the clips on the side will pop right back in. It's super easy to do. I wouldn't be scared to try to tackle this yourself. I wouldn't over tighten these 4 screws because this is just plastic up here, so you could crack that. So I'd just snug them up. I wouldn't over tighten them. And then we're just going to pop the shroud cover back over, the radiator cover, and that'll be done for the front. And now we can move to the tailgate. So again, here's the stock chrome emblem that came on the truck. Here's the new black one we're putting on. If you look, the new one, just like the original one, has this double-sided tape that came with it. So we're going to take a piece of fishing line, and go behind here and cut this emblem off, and you'll be able to see all the adhesive that we'll have to peel off. A couple of different ways you could do this. You can heat it up with a heat gun and make it a little bit easier. Honestly, we've done this a couple of times, and you can just cut it off with fishing line and then just peel it off with your fingernail and then clean it up. Usually works best. But there's the 2 alignment tabs that are on here, and this thing is recessed in on the metal itself, so it's pretty easy to get back aligned. But you can't obviously run the fishing line all the way around it to cut it off. So you can come down from the top, and then the side, the bottom, and the other side, and then you'll be able to pop it off. So you want to just keep the line flush against the truck and just saw it back and forth. You probably will break the fishing line a few times, but just keep it going back and forth until you cut the whole thing off. So here it is with the emblem removed. The unfortunate side is it left pretty much all the sticky on the truck. So now we have to peel all that off. So you might could use some Goo Gone or something else, but really, honestly, you can just get your fingernail underneath the edge of it and it'll start peeling right up. So it doesn't take too long, and we'll be able to get that off. You can see the 2 alignment holes, one of them slightly bigger than the other one. Not that you could really reverse this. And so they'll go right in, and with this indentation, it'll align right back where it's supposed to. So we'll get it cleaned up and the new one popped on. So here it is all cleaned up. There's the 2 alignment holes. I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe you could run a wire through there if you wanted something special back here, or maybe one of those lighted up emblems. But there's the alignment holes. You can see what I was talking about the indentation. So it's pretty easy to line it back up. You've got the 2 holes on here. So you just line it up and it'll pop right in, and there you go. So we'll pull the tape off of it, line it up, stick it on, be done. And there it is. It's all stuck on, looks good. Again, with those alignment tabs on the back, you really don't have to worry about it. It goes right back in where it's supposed to. It's stuck on real nice and tight. So that's finished on the side. Everything's nice and clean. All the stuff's removed off the other side. There's the front with the emblem. We'll figure out what to do with the chrome inserts and get rid of those. And then we also did the same thing on my son's truck. So this is another build series. If you want to subscribe and follow along with it, we put the black letters on it, black Hemi badges. They turned out great. We put the black ram head on the front of his. Same process. It's a 2018, mine's a 2017. And then, same thing on the back. We got his emblem on there. So it all turned out real well. So if you found this video interesting, want to give it a thumbs up or drop a comment down below. Think about subscribing if you want to, and follow along with more updates and mods as we continue. Thanks for watching.